Well, in this website, you can find resources, and I'll update the link to you. Don't worry, on Moodle you can find that. Yeah, it's here, luckily. I would like to introduce one to you now. Subject-verb agreement. Because remember, one assignment, you have to complete one assignment about how to design a lesson. So I did this with a student Harper last year on subject-verb agreements. Well, materials, some videos to arouse the students' interest and also to present the target language structure in context. So stories, just my friend and me, and since we are friends, about friendship. And then the lesson objectives. By the end of the lesson, the students will be able to demonstrate awareness of subject-verb agreement in positive and negative statements, and also to show awareness of how the head noun in a subject determines the verb form. So again, still about the verb form subject-verb agreement. And write a text to introduce a good friend using correct subject-verb agreement, and demonstrate an understanding of autistic children through story reading. So friendship, autistic children. Some children with special needs. So let's see how the plan goes. Now, first of all, the language input. Presentation stage. What do you do with your friend? Listen to the story, just my friend and me, and then fill in the blanks. Well, either you present the whole story to the students without the blanks, or you ask them to fill in the blanks. Up to you, I think. Now let's watch part of the story. Something wrong? Well, I'll fix that later. But anyway, it's about a story. You can see it here. And so a question, what do my friend and I play? Some kind of comprehension questions to let the students understand the story. And then the subject-verb agreement. Based on a corpus, remember the corpus? I can get a lot of lines there. Examples: drugs damage your body, the little girls respond fiercely, etc. So positive sentences. So here, to highlight, to draw students' attention to the structure, read the lines below, circle the subjects, underline the verbs. The first one has been done for you. So they circle the subject be, and underline continuous, you, and then pray, and so on. And all these lines are taken from a corpus. Then they have to complete this table to help them to understand the structure. So based on the subject circle and the verbs highlighted, fill in the table below. The first one has been done for you. So drugs, damage, plural noun, and a plural verb, singular noun, singular verb. Then after they have completed the table, they can come to this conclusion, right? The conclusion. Singular nouns and the pronouns he, she, and it are followed by singular verbs, ending with s or es, and so on. So that one is simpler. The structure is simpler than, the subject, but this one is more advanced, with longer subject there, to help students to find out that it is the head noun, tail, that decides the following verb, the number of the following verb. So something similar, again, make use of corpus data. So here, the conclusion, after working out all those, When the key word in the subject is singular, so it's about the key word, the head noun, then the following verb is singular. Okay, and so on. So the first part is about the positive sentences. The second part is about the negative sentences. Well, then, so we have got the presentation stage, the story, my friend and I, and then the problem-solving stage, those working out the corpus data, and the root, the problem-solving stage. And then the third one should be the practice stage, language practice. Something more, maybe something more repetitive for the students to understand. But in this lesson plan, well, that part is missing. It comes to the last part already, the production stage. Now read a short story about a friend Matt and then fill in the blanks with the correct verbs. Maybe, okay, this part's still about the practice stage, I can say. Sorry. This part is the practice. So another story, this one is the one about an autistic boy.
Since we're friends, it's finally summer vacation. It's going to be perfect because I'm going to hang out with my friend Matt, who lives across the street. We have tons of fun together because we like the same things. Matt acts a little different from my other friends though. He has autism. That means his brain works different from mine. He thinks about and feels things in a different way than I do. But we still have a great time together. We both love sports. Football, basketball, baseball, soccer, you name it, we play it. We play on the Cougars basketball team together. Matt is good at scoring, and I'm good at dribbling and passing. We make a good team because we work together. Sometimes, Matt has a hard time following directions at practice. He doesn't always understand what the coach is saying. It's hard for him to listen when the gym is really loud.
Alright, so
Since we're friends,
that's the story.
I show Matt what to do.
About these two good friends. One has got a problem, autism. Where should I go? Let's see. Word? No. Where is our worksheet? Maybe get back to here. Here? No. So after watching the story and completing this text, language practice, then there's another exercise on correcting errors. So it's still about language practice here. Still based on the story. So, next part. Matt has autism. What are his characteristics? So again, some comprehension questions to help students understand the story. And also, how can you be a good friend to children with autism? Something that can arouse the students' critical thinking. Let them think about that. Okay, finally, that's the output. Now, writing. Now, it's your turn to tell your classmates about your good friend. And the following are some guided questions. Who is a good friend? How will you describe his or her personalities. What are his likes and dislikes? What do you usually do with him or her? And why do you like him or her? So this is the final production stage. To introduce to your classmates, to your class, who your good friend is. So you can see the sequence here of design. Look, the language input presented in context about friends. Then the problem solving stage with corpus data, working out the rules, and then the practice stage, language practice, again using another story based on the same theme, friendship. And then finally, the production stage, the students have to use the target structure, subject-verb agreement to just talk about friends in a piece of writing like this. So this is one example to show you how you can design your own later on with your friends, group mates. So the 4 P's: presentation, problem solving, practice, and production. Okay. So later on we can look at some more examples. I think we have to stop here. And we can't play the game now, and we can do that next time as a revision. Yeah, I'll probably see you next Friday morning. Maybe also in the evening next Friday. Thanks so much. So if you've got questions,